Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH BaHashem, YAHAWASHI BaHashem, Rakwakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharala. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, I want to... I am gonna make a lesson on just something in terms of like never don't okay here Slocky, because I'm trying to watch my wording. I don't want to cause any, I don't want to make any trouble. Okay, I'm just trying to stay in my lane and just do my part. So here, where is it? Proverbs chapter 20 verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he will save thee. So the thing here is that oftentimes we may be feeling like, oh man, someone wronged me, I want to go and get revenge, or I want to go do this, or I want to go do that, or whatever, because I hate that this person did this to me. So as a result of that, I want to go and get my revenge, or I want to go stop them from doing whatever they were doing to me, or whatever, and stuff like that. When for us being in this truth, we need to understand that it is not our job, it is not our responsibility, it is not our place to seek revenge on people, even if they wrong us. Okay, now over here I want to get where is it? What was I about to get? It was fuck. Say not thou, hold on. Oh, 1 Corinthians chapter, I was looking for this, 5 verse 12. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within, but them that are without Yahawah judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person. So Yahawadah, he's the one that judges the wicked. He's the one that judges the people that are not in the faith. We don't judge people that are not in the faith. For us, we can correct and tell someone that is in the faith, hey, don't do this, don't do that, or you were going off with this and stuff like that. And then we get this. Matthew 18 verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So this is the thing here where you have correction. You correct someone and you say, hey, you did this to me, like brother, sister, whatever, don't do that again, and stuff like that. And then that's where you have that brotherly thing where the expectation is that you speak to your brother or sister, and then when you tell them that they wronged you, then that's when they say, okay, you know what, I see where I went off, I will do better, I apologize for doing that and whatnot. And that's where, okay, you know what, you've gained a brother, because your brother acknowledges that they went off, they were wrong, and they want to do better. They try to do better. They make the claim that they're going to do better, and Yahawadah, they actually end up going to do better. All right, but on the other side of that, there is also the matter of, are they just going to ignore you, or do they not think that, I'm not going to, or I hear you, but I don't care, I'm just going to do whatever you want. And then that's when this comes into play, where 1 Corinthians 5 verse 13, it says, but them that are without Yahweh judgeth. Basically, the people that they don't care about following after YAHAWASHI, the people, the brothers and sisters that are not in the same mindset as you, that are not like-minded brothers and sisters, then okay, well then that's not for you to handle. Because the thing is that being in this truth, we all have a standard to uphold. And if it's like not we, but if the people that claim to follow YAHAWASHI are intentionally choosing to not heed or not adhere to the standards set by YAHAWASHI, especially when confronted with that, then that's when the thing comes into play, where it's just like, okay, well then you are not a brother, and YAHAWASHI is going to handle you. Okay, that's why it just comes to a point where you might speak to someone and say, hey, don't do this, or I don't like it when you do this, or whatever, and they just cannot. You just cannot get to them. Like, no matter how much you speak to someone, like, they just do not care. They don't want to listen or anything like that. So then it's just like, okay, well, then that's it. Then you don't need, that's not your responsibility. That's YAHAWASHI's field to deal with, okay? Which, you tried your best, but then that's it. You don't need to go further than that, all right? Next, James 1 verse 23, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. And the thing here is that you're going to get people that claim to follow after YAHAWASHI, yet they don't want to actually follow, and nor do they actually follow, where they may say, hey, because that was what I think that was that what's it called? That one Christian pastor, he was saying that he was advertising that if you come to my church, I will cure you of your alphabetism stuff. I was about to say the wrong word, but I will cure you of your alphabetism stuff. All the while he was talking to people and doing the exact same thing that he was telling people not to do. So how is it that you have this whole ass person that's preaching and saying one thing, but going behind his followers back to do the exact same thing that he's telling people not to do, or he's claiming to be able to heal? So he can heal other people, but he can't heal himself, if those people were even quote unquote healed. All right, because obviously that's just not the case. All right. Anyway, the thing is that basically, you have these people that are hearers of the word. They might know what the word is, which so many people know what the word of YAHAWASHI is, but they don't actually do it. They don't actually push it, or they might push it, but they don't actually make that a part of their lives. They don't, because they don't care. All they care about is, oh well, I want to go do this, or I'm gonna make myself seem like this great person, but behind closed doors, I'm gonna be doing what I want to do. All right, which that's where you get people like that example I just had told you about. All right, continuing on, Matthew 23 verse 3. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. And this is the thing here, where you have to be able to, sometimes with YAHAWASHI, he basically had told his followers, disciples, like, okay, yeah, you have these Pharisees, these wicked Pharisees. They might say, oh yeah, keep the law, this, that, and the third, and whatnot. And that's a good thing. He wants us to try our best to steer clear from sin. And that you might have these people that tell us what to do, the right thing to do, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that they themselves are righteous. And we see that here. With their behavior, where, okay, well, we're not able, or it's like, now we are telling people to do this, but we ourselves are not actually partaking in it. We're just hypocrites. We tell people how to live their lives, but we don't actually follow after it. That's not for us to do. All right, and this is what we see in these in the wickedness of their lives. All right. Now, with that being said, Proverbs 25, Proverbs 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. And the thing here is that evil men, they don't understand how the things that they're doing and saying, there's going to be a judgment for it. YAHAWAH is not going to, or people think that they can just do whatever they want, and YAHAWAH is going to forget, or YAHAWAH is not going to know, or like, oh, it's fine. The Lord doesn't see. He doesn't do this, that, and third. The Lord, He knows what you're doing, and to think that you can pull the wool over Yahawah's eyes is just foolishness. How can you think that Yahawadah is not watching the things that you're doing? Okay, you're actively choosing to be wicked, evil, whatever. It's extremely foolish to think that way. All right. Continuing on, Acts chapter 5, verse 38. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. And basically, the thing here to end it off is, you're gonna see people that are proud, arrogant, foolish, wicked and whatever. But just remember that it's not for you to take it upon yourself to say, okay, well, I'm going to be the one to go do this, or I'm going to be the one to go do that, or I'm going to be the one to set the standards for X, Y, and Z. It is purely up to Yahawadah to do it. Where again, we don't need to go seeking revenge, because Yahawadah already set stuff up to destroy these people. All right. Now, and just to keep things ambiguous, something I just saw, something that happened. I'm not gonna go into it because this is not my my place to talk about it. So, and which, by the way, this was the entire inspiration for me to do this lesson. But again, I don't want to speak on it personally. But basically, something had happened where there was someone that was going off, being wicked behind closed doors, while pushing out righteousness, quote unquote righteousness. And Yahawadah, he clearly does not accept that. He does not tolerate that. So at the end of the day, Yahawadah, he put these devils in their place. All right, like people think that they can just manipulate events, think that, oh, Yahawadah doesn't know, he's not gonna do anything, or it's fine, whatever, and so all that stuff. No, Yahawadah knows, and the Lord is long suffering. All right, long suffering is as in He's waiting. He allows things to build up, so you can build up your reputation. You have all this time to repent, but you never did, and then now you're gonna have to answer for it. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Yahawashi, Shem, Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of Shalom.